Hi, welcome to Broken Brain. I am starting this channel today. It's something that's been on my mind for a while now, and I have decided that I'm just going to do it because if I wait any longer, then it'll probably honestly never happen. So, my name is Laura. I was in a car accident March 10th of 2018. I suffered a mild traumatic brain injury, and this is my journey. This whole channel, my vision for it is I want to share my story and experience and also maybe help to encourage somebody else along the way. I have been through a lot. I'm coming up on my 2-year mark this March. So, um, there's been a lot of ups and downs. There has been many, many dark days. And I just want a space that can maybe encourage somebody else who is in the same situation that I am in. This video is just going to be briefly what happened. I'm going to give a brief synopsis of this past year and 9 or 10 months. In the videos that will follow, I have decided that this is going to be very transparent, very vulnerable. And I want to share with you guys the good, the bad, the ugly. There were so many days that I felt so alone that it was just me. And I've been there. I've been in the trenches of brain injuries, and I just want everybody that watches to know that they're not alone. So that's my goal for this channel, and hopefully it'll help somebody else along the way. There has absolutely been, I like to call them my heroes, who have shown up for me in this last almost 2 years, and they have been godsends. Whether it was doctors, whether it was counselors or therapists, whether it was friends, whether it was somebody who has been through this path before me. And I just remember there's been very specific, and a lot of family members were very, they really came alongside me and encouraged me on those down days. Anyway, so I lost my train of thought. I am not 100% yet. I will be very honest with you in that regard. Some days are better than others, but in moments like this, I tend to lose track of where I'm going, so please bear with me. Anyway, I think I was just talking about my goals for the channel. That's where my heart is right now, and I hope that it can kind of help somebody along the way as well. So March 10th, 2018, I was heading towards a friend's church. I was going to meet up there with them and spend the day there. And I was probably 2 or 3 miles from the church. I was slowing down to make a turn. This is going to be brief. There's so many details that I'm going to get into in the future, but slowing down to make a left-hand turn, the car behind me slowed. The third car did not hit the car behind me, who then was pushed into the back of my car. I went to the ER. They gave me, this was a Saturday, they gave me that Monday off and said I would be fine. Fast forward several weeks, I was not fine. I kept getting worse and worse and worse. And I eventually ended up at the concussion clinic. And that was an interesting journey in and of itself. It started out very positive, but then within several months, I quickly realized that they were not going to get me where I needed to be with my healing. So I have tried many different things. I have been to Canada, I've been to Montana, I've been to Florida. I have been anywhere that I feel could potentially have a benefit to my healing. I was told in the beginning that I would probably stay the way that I was and where I was, and that I needed to just accept it as the new me. At 30 years old, and I had just gotten my dream job 2 months prior to this accident, I decided that I would not accept that for me and my life, that this was all that it was going to be for the next 40 years. So, like I said, that took me down a journey of all these different things. And I will in the future go over what worked, what didn't. But I was very bad in the beginning. I couldn't do much of anything. I ended up moving back in with my parents, who so graciously let me take over my old room again. And but it's not all bad. It's not all bad. And I can honestly say at this point in my recovery, and I remember probably 6 months in, one of my, the people that was doing therapy with me said, Laura, this is going to change your life. And if you let it, it'll change it for the better. And there will be a day that you'll look back and you will be grateful for this experience and this accident and where it has brought you. And I think I might have cried when he said that, because it was like, how can I ever be grateful for this terribleness that I'm going through? But he was right, and he had a wisdom that I didn't have at that point, and he could see where I would be in the future, and I couldn't see that at that point either. But I can honestly say that I am grateful in a way that this accident happened. I would never want to live through this again, and I would never wish this on anybody, but I am grateful that it happened, because the lessons that I've learned, the people that I've met, the skills and tools that I've learned over the last year and 9 months have been very valuable, and for that I am very, very grateful. So if you're out there and you are struggling with a traumatic brain injury like I was and am, then know that I see you. I know what you're going through, and you will get through it. That was a very brief synopsis of my my journey. Like I said, I want to keep this video short. It's already going into 7 minutes, so I'm going to try to wrap it up. But I see you. I know what it's like. I know what it's like to go to doctor after doctor and to tell you the same thing, and to just be devastated that your life could be over in an instant. I know what it's like to be angry at the person who did this to you, and how having to deal with that. I know what it's like to lose almost everything, including jobs. I lost my apartment. I mean, the list goes on and on. So I'm there with you. And I want you to know that it does get better. I want you to know that there is life after brain injury. I want you to know that you're loved, you're valued, and that you will get through this. I promise you. If I can do it, you can too. If somebody would have told me on March 7th, 2018, what the next 2 years and counting of my life would be like, I would have probably curled up under a rock and never come back out, because I never would have even imagined that I could go through something like this. I'm not a strong person. When I get sick, I'm down and out for the count until I'm better. I don't deal well with pain. I don't deal well with, the unknown. And this was a very scary time for me. And it's interesting what strength is given to you when you have no other options and no other choices but to go through what life deals you. So trust me when I say, if I can go through this and I can be at the place that I'm at, then you can too. It's not easy. There's going to be many dark days. And if you don't have faith, then let me have faith for you right now in this moment that you will get through it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end this video, and I will be covering things in the future. You can expect that I may not look together. I may be having a very bad day. Like I said, I'm still in this journey, so my days are very up and down. Some days I'll look more put together than others, but I want to be real with you. I want to be transparent, and I want you to see what it's really like and what I'm going through. And I think that can really help anybody that's watching in their journey as well. So, with that being said, like I said before, I see you, you're valued, you will get through this, and until next time, bye.